I grew up in the United States ever since I was 6 years old, and it's the customs here and the culture that I've grown to love.
This young person and potentially many others face deportation, even though they've been raised and educated in the United States.
Dream Act now! Dream Act now!
Legislation drafted almost a decade ago aimed to change that by giving immigrants under age 36 a chance at legal status if they attend college or serve in the military. The so-called DREAM Act had widespread support from conservative and liberal politicians to the U.S. military to academics like Robert Bergenow, Chancellor of the University of California at Berkeley.
We need to provide these very talented people a pathway to legality.
The motion is not agreed to.
But the provision died Tuesday in the U.S. Senate. It was tied to a controversial bill that would have scrapped the don't ask, don't tell policy governing gays in the U.S. military. But there were other strikes against it, says Alex Bolton, a journalist who covers the Senate for the Hill newspaper.
The election is on November 2nd, and immigration is an explosive issue during election time. It's a very sensitive issue, and people shy away from the controversy is what it comes down to.
Some conservatives say the legislation encourages illegal border crossings at a time when many Americans want tougher controls. Former Republican Congressman Tom Tancredo calls it a huge amnesty plan.
Because that's what it's all about. It's about giving those people amnesty because they're here illegally. We're going to forget about that and let them go to college, and we're going to subsidize that activity.
Those who watch the legislative process say it's unlikely the DREAM Act will be revived before congressional elections this November. But they also say the fight's not over.
Bills are like old soldiers. They don't die, they just fade away. So this thing's been kicking around for, years. And, if it doesn't pass in December, they'll try again next year. They'll try in 2011. They'll try in 2012.
Meantime, young people who have grown up in the U.S. but aren't legal have to wait and hope, not knowing what their future holds.
I'm doing this because behind me is my sister, who will also be an undocumented college student. There are so many other students coming, and I feel that I cannot give up.
Laurel, Bowman, VOA News, Washington.